Well, I'll start with how we ended the season last year. I was very proud of the way the boys finished. They had a positive attitude. Unlike teams in the past, we finished the season on a strong note. We played St. Phil the fourth game of the season last year, and a storm came in Friday night, and our boys were down 3 touchdowns, I believe. And St. Phil, they were the runners-up this year, and they've always been good. They're very athletic, and the game was delayed, and the boys did not want to come back and play St. Phil the next night, Saturday night. St. Phil is just always a downer for us, and something I've been working on is having a positive attitude and just play football. It doesn't matter who you're playing. And they didn't want to come back that Saturday night, and they came back and they actually scored a couple touchdowns. It was the first time we scored points on St. Phil since I've been here in 4 years. That was the turning point of the season. We only had 9 players our last game. It might have been 8. I had a boy with a concussion, and we had a Weberville game up in Weberville, and I wasn't sure if I was going to take those boys up to Weberville with only 8 players, 2 freshmen in the starting lineup, and they said, "Coach, we want to go. We want to go. We want to play." And that was a totally different attitude from when we played St. Phil. So I've got many of those boys returning. I've got the Courier clan, I call them, Skylar and Noah. Both played quarterback. Noah was a quarterback last year, starting quarterback for us. Ran the option very well. Very heads-up quarterback, very smart. The dad of Skylar and Dennis and the uncle of Noah has been getting those boys in the weight room. So I'm excited to see what those boys have in store for this season. They've gotten bigger. I've got Caleb Brooks back. He's gotten taller. I've got a couple new transfers hopefully coming out, some size on the line. So I'm looking forward to the season. I think we're going to improve in the win column, maybe from 2 wins last year to 4 or 5, maybe 6, depending on who comes out and the attitude. The attitude's everything. We have some athletes in the school. I've got a couple boys coming out that haven't played or haven't played in a couple of years. And, here at Burr Oak, we stick together. You might be a baseball player and your buddies are basketball players, but your buddies are going to come out because, if they don't come out, then you're not going to have a team. And vice versa with the other sports. So they kind of stick together. It's kind of a small school thing, and we have a lot of 3-sport athletes specialize maybe in one of those sports. Something I've struggled with is just the numbers, but I've been trying to do some motivational things with the weight room, trying to encourage people to come out and watch what some of the boys have been doing in the off season, getting bigger and stronger. I've got Burr Oak committed weightlifting t-shirts. If you attend 7 sessions or more, you get a Burr Oak committed weightlifting t-shirt. I've had quite a few junior high kids take that opportunity up in the off season. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to provide an incentive. But like I said, it's a small school thing as well. A lot of these boys stick together, and some might not be football players, but they know if they don't come out, we're not going to have a team. And we want to keep that pride and tradition going here at Burr Oak. Noah Courier for one. He played quarterback for us last year. Was kind of behind the lines his freshman, sophomore year, but yeah, he was in the spotlight last year, and he's going to be hopefully a good leader off and off the field. Just a heads-up quarterback. Doesn't really shut down. I've had some players shut down in the past. During turmoil, they don't handle adversity very well, but we played some of the best teams in the state last year, and our boys didn't back down, and he was one of them. So he's going to provide some leadership and have a ton of carries for us at that quarterback position. We run that spread offense, a lot of option, a lot of read. Noah Green did a lot of damage for us last year as a sophomore. I had a strong sophomore class last year. A lot of those guys are bigger, faster, wiser, hopefully. Caleb Brooks, he's going to be a force to reckon with on offense. He's gotten a lot taller. Skylar Courier, not the quickest, but he's beefed up. He played anywhere I told him to last year. He was a backup quarterback, but I'm going to try him at the back position this year. He wants to run the ball. Alex Munoz a couple of years ago wasn't the fastest back, but he just ran hard, and it's not necessarily about speed. I mean, speed is nice, but you can get that back that can run hard and break tackles, then I'll take that over a speedy back that's afraid to get hit. So every year it's a goal for us to limit the points that we give up on defense. I think I set a goal of less than 250, and every year we struggle with that. We haven't achieved that goal since I've been here. Like I said, we have a positive attitude. Our boys don't give up. We're going to try something a little different. We're going to try a seek and destroy defense this year. I won't give too much out on that. But basically, forcing the offense a certain way and destroying, rather than playing passive sit-back defense and reacting to what the offense does. We're going to force the offense to do something and go right to them. So we're going to be a little more aggressive this year. And I've got the speed and athleticism. I don't necessarily have the size, but I think with our speed and athleticism and our toughness, I think we can do a lot with this new defense. And I also have a couple coaches coming this year that have never coached but played college football last year. I got Alex Munoz and Chance Owens, who are no longer playing football at Trine and Hope, but they will be helping out throughout the season. So that's going to bring a lot of excitement. They have the knowledge now after playing college football for 1 year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to bring to the table, and the excitement and the youth and the energy and passion.